Hey everybody, tafony here once again, and today I am rambling about the X1L Manipulator. It is, I'm not actually sure how many HP this is, but it is a performance-focused CV and gate manual control cluster, they call it. It is 12 nice feeling buttons. I'm going to get into the details in a moment, but 12 key switch, key cappy gate buttons and CV joysticks here. Now, we're also going to go through quickly the MX2 latch gates expander, and what that does is latches onto the bottom 6 gates. I'm no expert in these. I haven't looked at the manual or anything. Like I always say in every video, this isn't journalism. I'm not trying to sell this to you or present it to you or, assess it for you. I'm just here to ramble about things in Eurorack and in hardware synthesis and do a video blog of sorts about my journey. So with that being said, the quick housekeeping out of the way, every video is a different order. Our good Euro pal Mariusz was once again kind enough to lend me this one for the video. I'm not affiliated with Exile or anything like that. I do think they're really cool. As far as I know, it's just one person in their garage or something that looks similar, building these all by hand, and I think that's pretty awesome. I had the derail for a bit, and I thought that was really cool as well, and I was really stoked about this one to try out. And yeah, I am no expert, as I always say, but I just want to jump into this one, make our video blog, have some fun with it, and just, see what it's like out of the gates, no pun intended. All right, more importantly than all of that, it sounds like this. Okay, manipulator. So I want to do a couple different things for fun. First, we're going to go through the panel. So you have your two joysticks. You have joystick A, and luckily for all of us here, there's some CV info up at the top to show you what's going on. Then there is joystick B in the second row, and then there's a whole bunch of little knobs, I guess I should say. I don't know if you call these skinny ones. They're also called attenuverters, or if that's just when it's offsetting incoming voltage. But anyway, these little joysticks, you have offset X. So if you watch the joystick activity at the top, if you offset it, you can put the X axis into negative territory or start with the full positive range, so that when you go up, it's not going to do a whole lot. But if you have the range brought down too, you can also make this really subtle. So if we crank up the range of the X, it'll go all the way from negative to all the way to positive. If you bring it down, it just goes a little bit negative and a little bit positive. I think that's really cool. There's, one of the things with Ericsson's joystick is that, like, if you want to make small moves, obviously there's a whole lineup of attenuators right beside this one, but it's really cool on board to see these two joysticks, not just one, are able to, be fine-tuned to output the voltage that you want. So I just want to show those first. So both joystick A and B are the same. They have the same offset for these ones. It's cool. Offset and range, I should say. That is very cool. I'm not sure what the push output does. Oh, these click. Oh, these click for gates. I did not even notice. Okay. Okay, so they are gates too. So you have 14 gates overall. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Very cool. So if you're feeling like some fighter stuff that is actually really interesting. Okay, well, I love joysticks, and here we are with 2 of them. That's the joystick section. Then these keycaps. Now, I've tried in a couple videos now to describe keycap feel and stuff. I know there's some ASMR lovers out there. There's some, I don't know, keyboard customizer people in my friend group, but these feel really good. And that says something, because in Eurorack, a lot of keycaps are used, and a lot of them suck, to be honest. I had the Erica Synth drum sequencer, and I know you've seen me talk, or if you've followed the channel, you've seen me talk about those before, and I was like supremely disappointed in how those felt. They just felt like crap. I don't know if these are mechanical or not, but they feel good, and that's all that counts. They don't have to be, you know, phenomenal. I don't need cherry reds. I don't need like whatever, but these feel nice. They are clicky. Can you hear that? Can you? They're great. They feel nice. They, I don't want to say they sound nice. It doesn't matter. But so those ones, there is to do like an axis. That's really interesting. So there's A, 1, 2, 3, but then there's a different axis on here. So maybe, I might have to noodle around to see what the actual I/O does here. Oh no, okay. Yeah, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12 on there. That makes sense. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Ignore that. It's just because we have these Bufaco banana nuts on here that I was getting confused. But they're all outputs. That's okay. Now this expander, I don't think it comes with this by when you purchase it new. Forgive me. Again, I'm borrowing these. So if I have that wrong, do let me know. I believe this latch gates was an add-on. But if you latch gates, the bottom 6 will latch on. So outputs, I believe 10 volts, possibly 5. But stays on, switches off. Very cool for doing a little bit of things that I'm about to demo. Now, I'm not really sure where to demo. I'm trying to think. The very first and foremost thing that I don't know, am immediately drawn to do is to finger drum. And I'm sorry if this is really stupid, but there's no way to record it. But I am immediately just like, I want to play this. Right? So there's a kick, ultra kick, and it just, something about the, like, I don't know, this is going to sound super weird, but like the touchy feeliness of finger drumming in Eurorack is just like so satisfying to me. I don't know why. I think it's like, you know, whenever you can't do something, you want to do it more. So let's just dial in the snare sound real quick. You know what I'm feeling? Let's do something crazy. Let's get like an FM snare. Yeah. Something's getting blown up on the compressor side maybe, but let's get in and drill in some hats. Now I'm gonna, just for fun, let's do these two. So that would be row C1 and C2 on the top, so that'll be our closed hat. I need to dial that in a little bit, but let's just patch it up first before we start worrying about that too much. Let's throw that into this one too, so let's go through a couple. So closed hat, open hat. That kick is just blowing the other stuff away. Let's bring the gain down. Sorry. Sorry, I just had to do that. It's so fun. Yes. I don't know if I'd want to do that in a way that I couldn't record, but maybe there's some sort of CV recorder that you have in your rig that I don't that might be super cool. Now I'm thinking immediately like these joysticks, they do reset, which, you know, great for some applications, not great for others. Let's find an application for it. Let's go, what if so I'm patching the X axis to decay. So if I crank the range and lower the offset, sorry, that is the decay of the pitch envelope, not the resonator. Yes. Okay, bring the range down a bit, so bring it up. No offset. Okay, yeah, so dial in. Yeah. Yeah, and then we're sending negative voltage on that side, but if we crank it up this way, we can put it into positive territory. If I use the y-axis, oh, I can choke it. Sorry, I'm no finger drummer, but I certainly enjoy noodling with it. Forgive my lack of skill, but I can mute it in a performance way. So if we do it like this, bring my voice a little bit more. That's more, okay. So I bring the resonate down on the Ultra Kick side, and then I send it CV when I want it to ring out. Then it's a better performance tool for me. So, yeah, that's a good, okay, that's a better range too. So offsets at the middle, so we get a pretty dead kick where we want it, and we can choke it when we go negative, and everywhere in between. But then if I want to crank it, I'll push up. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. Sorry, that's like the stupidest patch ever, but that was my first thought. I was like, it'd be really fun to, and I love using the pads for this. I don't know, the joystick is a little bit complicated in this configuration, but let's find a better use for it. So the other nice thing about it too, so these joysticks snap back, so I make these kicks boom, and then I release them, and they come down. And if I, in this concurrent configuration, if I point it down, they choke out. But because of the offset too, you can also use these attenuverters or these knobs as voltage offset, right? So performance tool, I want to make these boom. Well, let's come in here, and that's the X. We want to do the Y, but I can come in here and, you know, Yeah, like just using it as another way of sending fixed voltages. Now, let's do something a little more straightforward with these. So let's do up a sequence first. And I'll do that first by patching a gate output out of the ultra kick, into the ultra kick, and from our sequencer. So yeah, let's just get into everyone's favorite 4 on the floor. Speed this up a little bit. Give it some oomph, give it some decay. Yeah. But then I can also, send a pitch. So now my range is probably too high. Yeah, that's just fun stuff, right? So, but with saying that, I think one of the better uses for this is probably going to be on something like the data bender. So I'm just going to patch our mix into it and run it. So forgive, the spaghetti is already getting a little out of hand. So if I do this, we'll give you some ear candy, or maybe whatever the opposite of ear candy is. But I love how the data bender sounds. But if we bring our repeats all the way down, so you see I have the bend value here patched up, and if I bring in my joystick, yeah, give it some more range. And what if I patch the X in to another one? Which would be the break, which is a different type of data bending. So in the x-axis now, yeah. Sweep it. Now I am setting a little bit of positive voltage, so I think I need to bring our ranges down so that they are neutral. No, our offsets. Because we don't want to send positive or negative, so we want our ranges to be at noon and our offsets to line this up to basically be in the middle. So right now, hear nothing. Sorry, we got that corrupt, so. So now we need to extend our range. And change our offset. Yeah, so at least we're in negative territory in this current setup. If I bring up the Y, if we bring up the X, and if I bring up both, yeah, there's a performance tool. Not the best demonstration of that one, but what I do want to demonstrate is another way to use these this push output, which is gate output. So if I turn this off and use the push button on the Exile, it's going to turn on. Watch on the bend here. Perhaps it is not enough voltage. Is it enough out of... No, it is not enough. What is going to be enough? Is it 3? No. You know what? I am not into the gate input. Here's the gate input. Sorry. Sorry. What's happening here? It appears I have patched this, as they say, backwards. Why is it turning on and off? Is because it is not in the right input. Okay, sorry. So now we're going to patch the y-axis to the CV, which is the level, and then the button to the gate, which will activate it. Okay, let's try this again. Click, on it goes. Yes, okay, that's cool. So now, in this configuration, if I press it down, activates the bend, and then we can turn it up. Yeah, let it go. Activate. Let it go. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, you know what? As much as I am loving doing the finger drumming, let's maybe let the professionals do it. The sequencer, that is. Get into step. That's better. Much better. And then into the close. Now, yeah, like that, I like that. And whatever this configuration currently is in, where I let go of it and the gate stops, that's where I want to be. And then because we have another joystick we can noodle with, I also want to come up here and do, let's just do x-axis for my own straightforwardness, I guess. Let's do the corrupt input, and then that is the y-axis. And then, sorry. Okay, so I gotta go down in whatever is the configuration, so. Just a little bit here. And then again, push in. Anyway, crazy, way over the top patch, but I did want to show y'all where my head was at with it, at least. And with saying that, let's get out of the data bender. And let's also patch in a snare. And now I want to show the latching gates, which is the expander. So where would you use latching gates? Well, in my patch, I think the performer could handle them well. So if we latch into this one, yeah, that's exactly what I was intending to do. So performer, while the gate is active, it will press these things for you, but we're going to do a little bit of them on these. Nice thing about that for something like the tape stop is it's going to cut my voice out, sorry. It holds it for you. And you don't have to. So it'll latch. Do you get the joke because it muted my voice too? Yeah. Now why don't we bring it to overseer? Bring it to noon, and then we'll do the sweep here. Can be our master. Yeah, sorry. Screwing up these timings. Let's try this again. Joystick on the sweep, on the master. Latching gate on that glitch button. Yeah. And that's basically the X1L manipulator. I hope I did some patches that can give you some ideas of what you would prefer to use it for. Maybe these aren't your sort of things, but I think this thing is awesome. I think this thing is awesome. I'm tafony. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Take care. And I'll talk to you soon.